It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jordan Love.
Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs. On the ground, this is Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
A pass taken in by Harris. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
Another run here with Harris. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
In motion comes Thomas. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Second down throw for Love. This one complete right side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Love to throw it on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Clear for first and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. This opening drive has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9.
Here's Lowe to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. The extra point from Party is good. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Down to the line now on second and 2. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Back to the ground after the penalty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. On third down, they'll throw with Daniel. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Daniels now on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First and 10. Again, and here comes House. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Now Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and a yard, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They run it over center with Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. Taken in by Dotson. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia. They put Wilson in motion. On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Here's Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniel. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's in. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Philadelphia. No problem there on the extra point. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out in the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one fielded at the 15. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Travis just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Love. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw is Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Love. That is caught by Washington. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Love. Quick throw, taken in. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 1-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Dallas. Hardy now to add the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. We'll start this drive with 1st down. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Thomas. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Matt, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will remain a a tie ball game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good.
To the goal line and in. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. The Oilers looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. We'll go play action with Love. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Eagles will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, but able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback. Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On second down, it's Daniels. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
It is brought in the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point is good. And the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one fielded at the 15. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21. They'll search for a go-ahead score.
Holding offense.
Here's Love to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete, right side. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. From the gun, it's Love. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, which is weird, Mike, because they sent so many guys out in the route. But what does that do? It really stresses your protection. The more guys out in the route, the less guys blocking, and the play ends up resulting in a sack. Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long.
And that pressure too big. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is Love. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, Love. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wild. Think about it, Mike. Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go for it. Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. Here's Love. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Here's Love operating out of the pistol. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Cowboys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They put Wilson in motion. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And an Eagle 1st down.
Here's Daniel. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
The air again is Daniel. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. They send the tight end in motion. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Now a return coming from the 14. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down. Up to the 45. Love. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
On play action, Love. There's that man again. Another catch. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. A first down to boot.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd down throw for Love. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Second and 11. Handoff here, up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He connects downfield to Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st down, it's Love. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. couple of yards to pick up. But they convert on 4th and 1. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Here's Love to throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. And this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year.